Hey guys, this is TechCrunch Fly or Die, and I am Jordan Crook.
I'm Matt Burns.
And we're going to talk to you today about the Apple TV. So, this is the third model, 99 bucks, 1080p video recording, AirPlay. I mean, all the same hardware except for, we've got the A5 on the inside, and an upgraded RAM, right? You said?
Yep, more RAM. Double the amount of RAM.
All right, so what is Apple doing? I mean, hit me with your thoughts.
Well, the Apple TV, the latest edition, has always been an iTunes box. The first one they made, the first $300 one, 5, 6, 7 years ago, 5 years ago probably.
2006, I think.
Yeah, somewhere around there. That was a media streamer in the traditional sense. Now the Apple TV is an iTunes box. It's iTunes with AirPlay, which is awesome. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and AirPlay, I've heard you describe that actually as magic, and MG's all crazy about it right now.
Yeah,
so basically, like, you could just take anything from any media from iOS devices and throw it up on a TV with Apple TV if you're on the same Wi-Fi network.
yeah, and other devices have it as well. The Boxy Box has AirPlay. You can get an AirPlay app for Google TV. But it really is magical. I like to think of that I'm of a different mindset than MG.
Right.
But it's still magic to me because I've used so many different wireless connectivity options like that, and I would spend hours setting up some dumb server on a random box in my house, spend hours searching through forums to figure out how it would work, and then open up ports on my router. But with AirPlay, as long as the devices are on the same Wi-Fi network, it literally just works.
Right. No, and what really excites me about it is like the idea of sharing. The fact that I can have friends that come over with their iPhone or their iPad or their MacBook or whatever, and they might have a million movies that I don't have, and we can kind of just switch back and forth and throw my stuff on, throw their stuff on. The portability aspect of AirPlay itself is really exciting to me.
Yeah, the old model had AirPlay as well, so that's not a huge upgrade. The biggest upgrade for this model is 1080p, which, like I said, there's really nothing to hate on. It's just more options.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a lovey-dovey spec to kind of throw out there. I mean, it definitely will make a difference for people who are serious about their television and about their picture quality. But for the most part, it's kind of just like a sweet-sounding spec. People know that 1080p is good. I want the good one,
Yeah, exactly. No, it's a keyword. For Apple, it's really more about profits because it's an iTunes box. So it's supposed to bring iTunes to the living room and take all of your iOS content and put it on your biggest TV in your house or biggest screen in your house.
But my question is, like, what's the end game, though, really? Because they're breaking even on the hardware, but not by much, right? This isn't like a huge...
Yeah, I don't think Apple cares about the hardware cost at all. It's a $99 price point. They probably make it for 50, 60 bucks, and then there's some research and development baked into the price as well. I would bet most anything that they're breaking even on the hardware because they want to sell you iTunes content. Apple's always been about profits.
So I hesitate to ask this question, but can we expect Apple to start buying content and owning content directly and selling it to us directly?
No, I don't think Apple is going. They have $100 billion or so in the bank, and I don't think they're going to buy a movie studio that's profit margins are too small. Apple likes high margin items, and it's another reason why they're never going to make a TV. Well, I say never. Let's say never like this, just in case I'm wrong. But there is no money to be made in TVs.
Right.
Samsung and Panasonic and Sony, the people that actually make the screens themselves, are losing money. And Apple would have to come in, they would have to buy the screens from them, and then which would increase the price dramatically, and then throw their crap on top of it.
Right.
They're not going to make a TV in the near future.
Right. So really it's all about, and Apple's the king of this. It's about ushering in a new age. That's what Apple does. They make these magic products, iPod, iPhone, iPad.
No. You've bought into the nonsense.
No, it's not nonsense. They do.
Yeah,
They change games. I mean, look at, where's your closest record store after the iPod? Where is the nearest record store to you?
Do you have record store?
Yeah, do you have stores where you go in and buy like CDs? Other than like a massive Best Buy, you have small little, okay, well they're gone now for the most part. The ones in my hometown are gone in Dallas.
Listen, Apple does not, that's not what they do. What Apple does is they make a geek project mainstream. They take a smartphone, a Palm Pilot, and they turn it into an iPhone. And they take a Fujitsu tablet and they turn it into an iPad. They don't really innovate, but they cause products to break new ground.
Right. Okay. So
they're not going to do it with TVs. I mean, if we're going back to the TV thing here, they're not going to take the 42-inch TV, sell it for $3,000.
No, I don't think that they're going to build a TV. What I'm saying is that Apple is good at, just like you were, exactly like you were saying, they take an idea that's out there, they make it beautiful, they make it user-friendly, and they change the way that people interact with something that they thought they would never really interact with it that way. And what I'm saying is that Apple is waiting for the audience to get ready for all of this digital media. Like, be hungry for it, as hungry as they can be, more so than they are for like live TV and just like the old way of doing things, Blu-ray players and discs. I think that we get like caught up in the fact that we know what's going on and what's out there now, but you know, white bread America is still popping in a DVD, I think, to a large extent.
I think you're really caught into Apple's reality distortion.
Okay, fine.
To be completely honest. If we're getting back to the Apple TV, it's an easy fly because there's nothing to hate. It works. It's $99. If you have an iPhone or iPad and you have content on those devices, get an Apple TV. If you want to download stuff, if you're a downloader, the Apple TV isn't for you, but you already know that anyway.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I still give it a fly. I think that the price point is perfect. I think it's a really easy decision just to have that kind of magic, like we said, with AirPlay, and the ability to throw content up onto your TV is well worth it. So yeah, fly for me too. And that's a fly for you, obviously, easy fly.
Easy fly.
So there we go, 2 flies for Apple TV.